After the state forcibly took away the ancestral domain of the Manobos of Quezon Bukidnon, after these domains came under the control of a few elite hacenderos and prominent families under an Agro-Farm Forest Release Agreement or AFLA. While the Manobos submerged deeper and deeper into poverty, forced to live a temporary and marginal existence at the fringes of a sugar plantation. And several Manobos have already lost their lives in the struggle to assert their rightful ownership to their ancestral domain. Although government has recognized their rights by issuing a certificate of ancestral domain claim to the Quezon Manobo Tribal Association or Chemtras, a document proving their ownership to the land, still, this is what the Manobos declared.
We would like our KADSI finally implemented. On the 13th, we will install our huts in our ancestral land, precisely to implement our KADSI.
Thus, on the dawn of March 13, the Manobos began the task of dismantling their homes in their temporary dwelling, gathering every nail, every piece of bamboo, every piece of wood. And in a solemn ritual, the Manobos thanked the land which gave them temporary rest and refuge. And together, they moved back to their land, the land of their forefathers, to begin anew, to lay the foundation of their tribe's future, for their children, and for the future generations of Manobos. At last, the Manobos of Quezon, Bukidnon, Mindanao have won back the land they have long been fighting for. But this victory is far from over. Former plantation owners who have for decades enriched themselves on the bounty of the land are not ready to give up this land that easily. The hacenderos are now demanding that the Manobos pay them 6.3 million pesos for the newly planted sugarcane. Bowing to pressure from the plantation owners, government has brokered a crop production loan of 6 million pesos for Chemtras, a loan intended to satisfy the demands of the hacenderos. Even before they have laid the first cornerstone, the Manobos are already saddled with a debt they cannot imagine, which they vehemently refuse. Real victory remains elusive for the Manobos. Numerous challenges still confront them in merely realizing their small dreams for themselves. Simple living, adequate livelihood, and a true and genuine development. The Manobos continue their struggle for self-determination, and this we have to respect.
Gumlum na bangun doi gakod na yuman tangdai.